Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anthony Adedayo and today we'll be talking about a very interesting topic. If I were to start tech in 2024, what are the things I'm going to do differently? So as we all know, we know that the tech industry has been crazy, like a lot of layoffs, a lot of people looking for job, and it's so difficult for people that are just starting their career. It's so crazy. A lot of people are looking for internships, junior roles, and they have been finding it very difficult to get juniors, even senior, mid-level roles is now very difficult. I can't say it has been very easy, even before now, before 2024. I can't say getting a job is easy, but I believe it's crazier now because of the layoff. A lot of people are looking for job, like millions of people are looking for job. So if you're just starting in tech, it's crazy. This video is not to discourage you, right? I know from the introduction or from what I said earlier, you might actually feel discouraged. Is it still possible to survive in tech? Yes. Are there still so many opportunities in tech? Yes. In this video, most of the things I will be sharing will be related to software development, software engineering, programming, coding, and wherever you call it. So if you're doing anything that relates to you writing code or doing anything or building website or softwares and like that, this video will be very helpful for you. Okay, what are the common mistakes I see a lot of people do when they're just starting in tech? And I feel if you're starting in 2024, you should not be making that kind of mistake. Number one is mastering the basics, right? So I see that a lot of people just want to like get into programming, start doing a lot of stuff, start using frameworks or start building big stuff. It's crazy. It's very important that you master the basics. And best way you can do that is select a programming language or a path that you can check like a pathway to mastering that part. So if you're new to this channel, this is a good time to subscribe to my channel, turn off notification for my videos so that you get notifications when I upload new videos. So let's assume you're interested in building web applications. So the basics is starting from HTML and CSS. Like I don't think even for backend, if you're saying, oh, I'm a backend person, you need to understand HTML and CSS. So if you're not starting from the basics and you just pick up Java or you just pick up Python or you pick up any backend language, I think you're setting a trap for yourself. So it makes sense that you start from the basics, like building HTML and CSS and the likes. So make sure you're doing that. And one major mistake I see a lot of people do now, because we have a lot of AI too, a lot of people just want to like learn it sharp, sharp. Just go to ChatGPT, generate some sort of code, and start doing many things. I think if you go with that approach, you're setting a trap for yourself because if you don't master the basics, there will be times that you really need help or you just start getting confused. ChatGPT cannot help you, AI cannot help you with everything, right? At least for now, AI can help you with everything. So make sure you take your time to master the basics. If you're currently using a course or you're using YouTube, maybe free resources on YouTube to learn, or you're also studying computer science or computer engineering or anything, make sure you take your time to understand the basics. That will actually help you a lot. Don't just jump from jump to backend or don't try to like show off. People don't really care. You know, if you once you have the value, like people appreciate that you have the skills than you just trying to show off that oh you know so many things. So it's very important that you stay focused and you master the basics. So in 2024, what are the other things I feel you should do like after you've mastered the basics, right? And I believe after you've mastered the basics, let's say you're interested in building web applications, what are the things you should also do? I think the next thing you should do is choose a path, right? You know you're already, you know there are many ways to build, there are many ways to build web application. You can there are many stack you can actually use to build web application. So you know you already selected a path and you said, oh, you want to become a web developer. So you need to focus on a particular stack, right? You know, you've mastered the basics, you've explored different options, you've checked out different options. You know, your first few months, I assume you should use it to like play around with different languages, check, read about the advantage and disadvantages, think about the companies you are interested in working with, or think about the kind of platform you're interested in building on, right? So then that can actually guide where you're going for from there. You can't tell me you're a web developer and don't know HTML and CSS. That's why I said master the basics, right? So think about a stack that you can work with if you want to work with companies like Google. Google use a lot of Java, a lot of Angular, a lot of JavaScript. If you want to work with companies like Microsoft use C Sharp, C++, .NET, React, JavaScript, and so many other languages like that. So you need to like identify languages that will work well for the companies or the kind of technology you want to build. So think about that. So that's another thing. So select a stack and build your skills on them. So another thing I feel you should do is leverage AI. Leverage AI. I mentioned in the first point that don't just use AI for the wrong purpose, just because you want to get something done, go there and just paste the question and get answers. It doesn't make sense. You can use AI in a good way. You're learning something from a video and you don't understand it clearly. You can take a point from that video and just research about it using AI. Unlike before ChatGPT and all these amazing search engine, right? If you need to get answers to some of those things. You need to like do a lot of diggings and all of that. But AI can actually help in that. So use AI for the good reasons. While you're learning, make sure you query AI to help you answer some interesting questions or some things that you don't have, you don't understand fully. And tell AI, give me some examples. Okay, what if I do this? What happens? Why? Ask meaningful questions. AI is like ChatGPT. Let me just focus on ChatGPT. ChatGPT will be like having a senior or principal software engineer or web developer helping you solve different problems, right? But make sure you use it right. It can be very helpful, but if you don't understand how to use them properly, you will be wasting your time, and at the end of the day, you will not be able to do anything. So be careful of that kind of trap. So make sure you use AI for the right reasons. So another question that I think a lot of people um, ask me is, how long will it take me to master these things? How long will it take me to master these things? One of the mistakes a lot of people make is they feel tech is where you can just jump in and within a few months you're already in millions. It doesn't work that way. If you know anyone that has been successful in tech, they've spent a lot of time studying, they spend years, they've made mistakes, they built stuff, they've done so many things like that. So if you're jumping into tech now thinking you will just start within 3 months or 6 months or 7 months or within 1 year and you're already in millions, you are wrong. That is a very bad way to approach it. If you're just starting your career or you're just thinking of switching from one career to into tech and you already have like some transferable skills, that makes sense, right? But if you're starting from scratch, you're not into programming, you're not into software engineering, or you're not into anything related to tech, and you want to just jump into tech, my advice is understand that it will take time. You don't just expect that in a few months you just start. It takes time. You need to plan it properly and just prepare. The easiest way to become successful in tech is continuous learning. You need to keep learning. You need to keep learning. You need to keep learning. And it's very dangerous when you focus too much on money first, right? If money is your drive, then you get so frustrated because there are many ways you can actually make money from tech. You can build your own product. You can work for a company. You can render service to many companies, people that have their businesses. You can um, help them promote their business. But now, like I said, you need to like take time, understand how long it might take you. Take your time to learn the basics. Like keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Don't just rush. It takes time. You can't just become a millionaire in tech in 1 or 2 years, right? And it requires that you're dedicated to continuous learning. Like I said, you have to keep learning every day. Try to learn new things. You don't become great in anything by just spending very little time. You need to take your time. You need to take your time. And for those that are still very young, I will advise you, if in the next 4 years, 5 years, you want to become great in tech, start now. Like start putting on your energy. Start learning all the things that you need to learn. So I've seen a lot of people make this mistake. Like they want to jump into tech when they have a financial problem and they just think start jumping into tech will just immediately help them solve that financial problem. That's going to frustrate you. It's going to frustrate you. So it's easier when you let's say you're transitioning into tech, you already have something, like you're working somewhere, you're making some income, and you just feel, oh, let me learn this skill and let me see if I can make something out of it. Like, it's easier for you that way. But when you just want to make money as soon as possible is just crazy. So it's going to frustrate you. It can be very frustrating. And thinking about the current job market, you even get frustrated more. You're competing against seniors, mid-level for a junior level role. So it's crazy. Like, everybody wants to survive. Everybody wants to like get something out of tech. So like I said, there are so many ways you can make money from tech. Build your own product, render service for different companies, like work as a freelancer, check local businesses. I've said this in some of my videos. Check local businesses and pitch how um, bringing their business online can actually help them. Some of them have like ideas. You can help bring some of those ideas to life and make money from there. Depending on where you currently live, I'm sure that there will be one or two problems that you can actually solve with tech, that you can actually make money from if you're actually looking for jobs. So, but then you need the skill first. You need the skill. So that's why I said master the basics, right? Select a stack. Think of the companies you want to work with. Think of the kind of product you want to build, and master a stack or master programming languages or web technologies that can help you achieve that goal. And use AI for the right reasons. Use AI for the right reasons. So another thing I would have done differently if I was starting tech in 2024 is getting a degree in tech, right? A lot of universities now have been introducing new courses that can actually help solve modern problems, right? Most of the courses that we had, some I can't say outdated, right? But some of them are not specific. You see, university now having courses on AI, having courses on machine learning, and so many things that can actually help solve problems in the future. I'll get a degree in the university if I can, and I feel I can still get a degree. Getting a degree in tech will actually help you. And since you have a the mistake a lot of people make is that they study a particular course and they just all they want to do is just pass that course in school and just get A or just get a degree. And at the end of the day, they don't have a skill, they don't have anything. If I were to start and I'm currently in school, what I would do is I would do a lot of research, think about um, how the courses I'm learning can actually help me in the future, like do extra work, like go extra miles to do more research, get more resources, go beyond what the lecturer is teaching, and just to understand in depth or get more insight about what the topic or how that course can actually help me outside school. So I think that's very important, right? Don't just be in school and you're just learning for learning's sake, or you're just learning to just pass that course. That's very dangerous. So please make sure you do more research, you understand it better. In fact, it's way more important that you understand that and you find ways that the course is relevant to you in the future than getting an A in that course, right? So please make sure you think about that and work more on that. Let me speak to people that are already in tech, maybe they are mid-level, or maybe they are seniors already, or they've spent a lot of time in tech and they are looking for job opportunities, right? I think one other thing, some of the things I've mentioned also can actually help, right? Leverage AI, leverage AI, and find a way to like reposition yourself. Like, there are so many job opportunities now, but there are some of them that a lot of people are not very skillful in, like AI. A lot of people have not been doing a lot of AI work. So I think it makes sense that you probably take a course on AI or machine learning. A lot of companies are looking for people that have experience with applying AI to product and all of that. I think it's very important that you start leveraging. I think that can also give you an edge over someone that on their CV they have not actually done anything AI. Yeah, there are still jobs out there that don't require that you have AI experience or you've applied AI to build any product. But I feel it makes sense that you take advantage if you have time and you're looking for a job. It makes sense that you have that on your resume that you've applied AI to this or you've done AI with that or you've do. I think it makes sense. It gives you more edge over others, and having putting yourself out there to can actually help. Right? Don't just keep mute. Get LinkedIn Premium, enters recruiters DMs, chat them. Not all of them will reply you, right? But just keep trying, right? Keep trying, keep reaching out to them, keep learning. Like one major thing that a lot of companies used to like screen out a lot of developers now is algorithms, right? Master algorithms, understand how to solve questions. I watched a video recently on YouTube and I can't remember the title, but the guy was talking about the mistake a lot of people make when learning algorithms, and one of the major one that he said is learning algorithm like like ABC, right? While we are very young, the way we learn ABC or learning how to speak or learning English and all some of the things that we know now, we start from the basics, right? A lot of people just go to lead code and they just jump on medium question or they jump on big questions and they are trying to tweak their way into solving the problem. Some of these things requires patterns. You need to understand patterns. You need to understand the fundamentals, the basics of solving algorithm questions. So don't just jump into algorithm question. Don't just um, try to manipulate your way in to solve the problem. Understand patterns. Learn data structure and algorithm. Learn all the search algorithms, breadth first search, depth first search, binary search, sliding windows, and many of them like that. Understand the basics, like learn the basics and try to like apply them. And the crazy thing is that these will actually help you. And I know a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, data structure algorithm don't actually help in companies," right? It actually help. Like while you're building products, your understanding of data structure and algorithm can actually help you solve some complex problems while you're working for different companies, depending on the situation, right? There are some things that you need to like understand that will actually help you. There are some search algorithm or some approach that can actually that you've learned from data structure and algorithm that can actually help you in building some product or in solving some problems. Don't see data structure and algorithm as a skill that you need to learn all because you want to pass interview, right? Like think beyond that. Think beyond that. Like yeah, I'm speaking to people that need programming in their career, like you build stuff. So that's why I'm saying master data structure and algorithm. So yeah, that was one major thing. Like I said, for those that already have the skills and you're maybe in mid-level or you're a senior level already, or maybe you're even a junior, right? The same thing I said initially works, right? Why you're applying for jobs, start thinking about how you can solve some problems, right? And create jobs. You know, we need to think about you can't just be thinking about how you can get from companies alone, right? Think about how you can also solve problems. And trust me, some of the problems you solve can be some things that you may be pitching in your next job interview, or at the end of the day can might be a product that at the end of the day can help you make millions in the future. You never can tell. So that's one beautiful thing about tech, and that's one thing that make me love tech so much. You can choose from all these options. I can choose to work for a company. I can choose to start my own brand. I can choose to be product for people. I can, you know, that's one interesting thing that I love about tech. And I know it's not easy, but it just gives you like many options, right? It gives you many options, and none of those options are easy, but it's good that you have that option. So another thing that we also add, which is one of the most important factor, is the God factor, right? You need to be prayerful. Like I'm a Christian, and I've seen a lot of people who have heard different testimonies from people say, "Oh, I was so lucky. They asked me questions, and they are exactly what I read, and all of that, right? Or they are just lucky to just get a job without going through so many stress, right? Going through like 8 rounds of interviews, right? So the growth factor is also very important. Like why a lot of people are still looking for job and a lot of people are looking for internships. Trust me, in a way, God can just make yours different, make your case different, you know. And I feel I don't want to like take away that factor because you can actually learn all these things and master all these things, and have all, and you are still just so unlucky in a way. So don't forget the God factor. God can actually help you, but then you have to play your own part. You have to play your own part. You need to learn, have the skill already, then God definitely take over the rest. So please, and that was one thing I wanted to share on this video. If you have any question, Drop the questions in the comment section, and if I gather enough questions, maybe I'll use my next video to answer some of those questions. And some of the things I've shared are things that have actually helped me um, get job in the past, like learning the basics, mastering some advanced techniques to solve problems, continuous learning, continuous learning. Right? You can't say you've gotten to a stage where there's nothing to learn. There's always something new to learn. Trust me, most of the things I've shared also, there are things that I myself am still doing. Like uh, I'm still very young, so I'm still learning so many things, and I'm still learning new skills. I'm exploring new opportunities. If you're new to this channel, this is a good time to subscribe to my channel. Turn off notification for my videos so that you get notifications when I upload new videos. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy or learn from anything I've shared in this video, and I'll see you in the next video.